Fam, what's going on? Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube. Can I get a roll tide inside the comment box? Coming to you from a city that if you can name inside the comment box, we'll give you a roll tide related prize as a giveaway. I appreciate you guys being here on this beautiful Monday morning. And as I start off my shows, I always like to practice gratitude, right? Think about what type of day do you want to have? Do you want to have a positive day? Do you want to have a negative day? I'm going to keep it really simple for you, and I always talk about this on my show. The more positive you are in life, the better your life is. It's not complicated. I appreciate you being here right here on Bama Football on YouTube. I wanted to start out today's video by talking about something I saw on social media that I thought I always like to highlight good people, right? Well, Dallas Turner, good people. The former Alabama first-round draft pick, now playing for the Minnesota Vikings, who I still feel was, I cannot believe that he didn't go in the top 10, honestly. Vikings, credit to you. He's gonna honor his fallen teammate, Khyree Jackson, okay? So Khyree Jackson, who tragically passed away in an auto accident, and still, upset about that. I mean, anytime someone is taken from us, it makes us kind of reflect on our own mortality in life. But specifically somebody younger, somebody who hasn't lived a life. So what Dallas Turner is doing, he has the nameplate of Khyree Jackson posted right above his locker. Good people, Dallas Turner, you're a good man, and I cannot wait to see you. I think the Vikings picking up Will Reichard, picking up Dallas Turner, those are great additions for the Vikings, who already have a really good squad going into this coming season. So wanted to lead out with that point. Today I'm talking about the cold summer recruiting weekend, which is coming up. I'm sure you've read all your recruiting sites. There's some amazing recruiting sites out there, whether it's 24/7, Rivals, what On3 continues to put together. So I'm sure you've read all your recruiting updates, and it's been a cold summer in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Credit to what Kalen DeBoer has done going into this coming season. People thought that he wouldn't be able to recruit at this high of a level. Alabama, #1 in the recruiting rankings. I think they're still #2 on 24/7. But I mean, overall, consensus-wise, this team is the #1 team in the land in terms of recruiting. So at the back end of the summer, the back end of July, this coming weekend, you have the top prospects, a lot of them coming back to Tuscaloosa. So you have players like Dawson Merritt, Jaden Harmon, Micah DeBose, Mal Waldrop, right out of Phoenix City. You have London Simmons. You have Derek Smith, Daryl Duke Johnson, Dejon Lee, Caleb Cunningham, the new addition, 5-star, Ty Haywood, Keelan Russell. When I talk about Keelan Russell, the quarterback commit out of the state of Texas, I am going to refer to him as a 5-star prospect, okay? I get it. He might not be a 5-star on every other site. I think he's going to be a 5-star on every other platform when all is said and done. The guy is elite, and it's not about a Bama bump. It is about what he accomplished this summer in terms of winning the Elite 11, doing his job at the On3 series, the Rival series. He earned every single star, whether you want to call it 5-star, 4-star. The guy's an elite prospect, and what he did for Alabama in terms of recruiting the class of 2025, I feel that not only did Coach Kalen DeBoer and the coaches have a great strategy going into this season, but I feel with him specifically that him jumping on board in June was a gigantic boost for Alabama's class of 2025. You get a player like that, of that caliber, it's going to only propel your recruiting class. And you see what happened right after Keelan Russell committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide and how much momentum they gained from him. You got all of your offensive linemen, including another offensive lineman out of the state of Texas, and Ty Haywood, who's a 5-star. And when I look to this offensive line and this upcoming Great Wall, or whatever you want to call it, one of the coaches that I definitely want to highlight in terms of the assistant coaches, and I know I've talked a lot about Mo Lindquist, I've talked a lot about Jamarcus Shepard, but Coach Kapilovic came to Alabama from Baylor, had a former stop at Michigan State. I think that was some connection to Geno Vandermark, who's a transfer to Alabama. But what he's been able to do from an offensive line standpoint, I think he's been able to sell the strategy of Alabama's offensive line, getting big, athletic, keep that word close to you, offensive linemen that can move. I think in this day and age, you have to be able to have athletic offensive linemen that can get up the field, in my opinion, and I think yours as well. We've talked about college football now becoming grass basketball, all right? And what I mean by that, there's a lot of points. The offense is going to be on the field. There's an up-tempo style approach. And I think the more athletic your offensive line is, the better your overall offense is going to be. Let me know if you agree with that inside the comment box. But when I look to these offensive linemen that Alabama has been able to land from the class of 2025, and I get it, they still have to sign Michael Carroll. The guy is ultra athletic. You have Jackson Lloyd, ultra athletic. Ty Haywood, the guy can certainly move. Mal Waldrop and Micah DeBose. Those guys create a very even and well-distributed offensive line for the class of 2025. And I think what I mean by distributed is I think you have your guards, you have your interior offensive linemen, right? But your outside tackles are going to be very good and very athletic for the Alabama Crimson Tide. So the cookout will take place on the back end of July, and you have all these guys coming in. Now, the point of this is to not only continue to build cohesiveness, continuity, but continue to show, look, it's an opportunity for Coach Kalen DeBoer and his staff to bring these guys in and be like, all right, you guys are committed, right? You guys haven't signed anything. Do you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself? Do you want to continue to build on this Alabama brand? Stay committed, go back to your high school, take care of your schoolwork, take care of your team, win a state championship, stay committed to the overall process. Keep in touch with us, stay in touch with your committed prospects, build this fellowship, build this brotherhood, and let's go eat in the class of 2025, as well as bring on some other guys, right? Because look, this is kind of the honeymoon phase, right? Everything's going well, transfer portal, spring game, recruiting's going well. I'm gonna tell you what, and we talk about this all the time, you will face adversity during the season. And it doesn't take long for you to become the not cool school, all right? And what I mean by that, you get punched in the mouth, and I promise you, this coming season, not only Alabama, all teams of college football, you're gonna get punched in the mouth. And you start to read kind of the rat poison, right? This team isn't good anymore. Coach Kalen DeBoer can't do this. Remember, I'm gonna tell you this. Remember, when Alabama lost to Texas, how many people were saying that Nick Saban couldn't coach anymore, that Nick Saban was done, that he couldn't coach at this level? And what did Coach Saban do? He kept them dialed in. He had tunnel vision and took them as far as that team could go, okay? So there's gonna be a time, and I don't know when it will be, but this team will face adversity, and that class of 2025 has to understand that and be able to stay together as a group, even though they haven't signed any paperwork, which I think is very challenging for 17, 18-year-olds, right? When you're not like the cool school or when you're going through adversity, to stay together as a class to finish out as a #1 ranked recruiting class. So that's kind of what I'm watching for, and I think this is kind of the last time in the summer where they can get together. And look, it's more than hot dogs and hamburgers when you think barbecue, right? The cookout. No. This is like lobster. This is like tomahawk steaks. They treat these guys, like future pros, and they get to show off, their facilities and, they continue the cold summer. So that is what we are watching this coming week, and we'll keep you updated on more names that are going to be officially here. 2 other names to watch from the class of 2026 that I'm interested in. Anthony Jones out of Mobile. Lower Alabama has some incredible high school football talent. Ryan Williams out of Saraland. Anthony Jones, he's a D-end 5-star. And then Jackson Cantwell, who's a class of 2026 offensive tackle, will also be coming to this cookout this coming weekend. I know you want to talk who's going to be next. Who's going to jump onto the class of 2025 for the Alabama Crimson Tide? I don't know if there's been anyone definitive in terms of them announcing that they have an upcoming commitment date. I know we're all talking about AK Deer, right? So who is AK Deer? Well, He is the number 2 rated prospect out of the state of Mississippi. I've talked about Mississippi having big time talent this year. You just got the number 1 player in Caleb Cunningham. A.K. Deere is a running back that would certainly fit in this system. And Alabama would certainly welcome another running back commitment. Currently, Alabama has Turbo Rogers, who is committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. He was at the IMG Academy. Now he is back at Carver in Montgomery. Love to take 2 running backs. They will take 2 running backs in this class. And A.K. Deere and Turbo Rogers, that would be a slam dunk. Now, I don't know what the holdup is. And from everything that I understand, A.K. Deere is still a lean to the Alabama Crimson Tide. It might just be a timing thing. And look, honestly, give these young men their time. You're 17, 18 years old. Think about where you were in your life at that time. I think it's important that you talk to the people in your corner. You understand the best fit for you, not only schematically, but where can you grow as a person? Who can develop you? Not only, and when I talk about that, I thought Coach Saban was a master at this. Not only developing you to get to the NFL, but developing you as a person, right? You need to be able to surround yourself with people who can mentor you as a young person when you're 17, 18, 19, 20, you know, even under 25. I'm really big on mentorship. So I really hope that these young players are taking time to understand who could give me that mentorship that I need as a young man, right? And I think when you look to Alabama's coaching staff, man, these guys are mentors. Coaching is about mentorship, okay? And development and understanding schematics, I get that, that's part of it. But also, you gotta be able to go somewhere where they can help you grow as a person. Robert Gillespie, he's a running backs coach. I sell him all day. You look at what he did at North Carolina, look what he did at Tennessee, look what he's done at Alabama, look at him as a man, right? A running backs coach, I believe he has associate head coach or assistant head coach also on his title. Great running backs that he has produced at Alabama, helped develop, and I think he's a really good recruiter as well. So keep you posted on A.K. Deere. Still feel that he is an Alabama lean. All right, look. You guys saw me this past week play NCAA football, all right, the video game, okay? Let my hair down playing video games, I know. I don't have time to play video games, but I wanted to put the season together because I played that game, I turned it on, and here are a couple things that I learned that I think will translate to real life of college football, all right? So, yes, and I lost in the championship game to Oregon. Number 1, Oregon was juiced up. Dylan Gabriel was 18 of 19, and yes, I admit I mismanaged the clock poorly in that final drive. I still think about the fact that I should have taken a field goal. You play to win, but overall, that's on me. All right, so this is what I learned, and I think will apply to real life football. Number 1, the schedule is going to be an absolute gauntlet. I talk about Alabama's schedule in kind of 2 folds, the front end and the back end of the schedule. I think the teams, overall, their schedule is going to be ultra challenging. The game to Wisconsin will be tough. Playing at Camp Randall, and I get it, Alabama will beat Wisconsin, but I think going over there will present a lot of different challenges. This will be Wisconsin's Super Bowl. It will be the first major game for Coach Kalen DeBoer and this team to go on the road into a hostile environment. Now, with that said, it is a tough road schedule for the Alabama Crimson Tide, okay? Games on the road against Wisconsin, all right? You got a game on the road against Tennessee. That'll be the first time that Coach Kalen DeBoer plays on the road in the SEC. Neyland Stadium, look, say what you want. The last time Alabama was there, you know what happened, okay? Going to LSU, right? I think the last time Alabama went to LSU, you know what happened. Playing in Death Valley, right? So Wisconsin, Tennessee, LSU, those games are challenging on the road, all right? You also go to Oklahoma on the back end of the season. Now, in my fake video game, it was cold, it was freezing, there was snow. What's up, man? What's up? I'm good, man. All right, man. I got some dude. Come to the city, man. Oh no, I'm doing some work, man. Yeah, I'm good. What's that? I'm on a video right here. I'm just talking to myself. It's all good.
Practicing for a play.
Oh, no. This is.
Sit here.
Oh, well, just hold on because my
I'll sit right here. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but just don't touch my camera.
I would never.
Cool. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
You were reading for a play. I was gonna read with you.
It's kind of, man. I'm almost done.
But like, if you wouldn't let me read with you, that would be grimy. You know, if you were reading for a play.
If I was reading for a play, 100% I'd let you.
Right?
Yeah.
Let me get away from your stuff. Sorry.
No doubt, man.
If you were reading for a play, I really thought you were.
I appreciate you, man.
I would love to read with you.
It's all good,
like,
brother.
I thought acting was gay back in the day, but or like lame. I don't want to say gay because like gay is cool, but like I thought acting was lame, so I stopped doing it. So if you were acting,
I think people,
if you were practicing for a thing, and I would love to read with you.
It's all
It'd
good.
be lame if you wouldn't let me.
It's all good, brother. All right.
I would love to sit there though. It's kind of lame to take the chair left.
I'm almost done, brother. Have a good day, man. As I was talking about, Alabama's back-end schedule will be ultra challenging. When I played in my fake video game, I played in Oklahoma. It was snowing, okay? And I was able to win those type of challenging games in challenging environments. And I think that'll be ultra challenging for Alabama. Not to mention that you have Georgia on the front end of the schedule, right? With Kirby Smart and everything that Georgia has. By the way, that was the one, I lost 2 games. I lost to Oregon and I lost to Georgia in those games. The SEC, being able to battle for the #1 and #2 spot overall is going to be, I mean, I already used the word gauntlet, grind. I don't know how else to tell you. Whoever makes the #1 and #2 spot in the SEC and plays for the SEC championship, my goodness. I can see, 4 or 5 teams from the SEC at least having opportunities to get into the playoffs because, as you know, you have the 4 spots and then you take the rest of the 8. Coach Saban said, and I agree with this, you take the top 12. Just wait to see the back end of the college football season. This entire season, you haven't seen anything like it in terms of the excitement and the drama that will unfold on the back end. Look, the game is fun, the game is hard, and I gave my best to try to win a championship. Jalen Milroe is an absolute beast on the game and had a ton of fun with it. Look, all this week, actually for like a week and a half, I am reporting, and I will have my videos and I will have my normal show on the road. Today, I thought about having my live from this remote location. And again, I'm asking you which city it is that you can name inside the comment box. If you can name it, I appreciate it. And I'm giving the winner some sort of prize, okay? When I have a more stable internet connection, I'll do my live show so I can interact with you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for allowing me to be a content creator. I don't work for one of the big sites. I just strictly report from my YouTube channel. So if you want to become a fan funder, if you like the delivery, hit me up on Bama Football on YouTube. $2.99 to support the product. I really appreciate you guys. I got a guy right now haggling me, so I gotta bounce out. But I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you very much for checking me out right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Coming to you from an undisclosed location, Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. See you guys.